For millennia, it was just a peak among giants, but in 1856, a number changed everything. 29,002 feet, the highest point on Earth. They called it Mount Everest. This is not just a mountain, it is the ultimate challenge, a siren song for the brave and the obsessed. A story written in ice, ambition, and human spirit. This is the timeline of how we touched the sky. The first chapter belongs to the mapmakers. In 1921, a British team, led by men like Colonel Charles Howard Bury and George Mallory, walked off the map. Their mission, to find a path to the top from the north through the forbidden land of Tibet. They sketched the corridors of ice, identified the North Pole, and gazed up at the daunting northeast ridge. Mallory saw a route. He called it long but feasible. The question was no longer if, but how. The attempts began. In 1922, climbers first breached the death zone above 8,000 meters. George Finch proved the potential of supplemental oxygen, a controversial aid. But the mountain fought back, claiming its first 7 lives in an avalanche. Then came 1924. Edward Norton climbed to a breathtaking 28,126 feet without oxygen, a record that would stand for decades. But the mountain's enduring mystery was born when George Mallory and Andrew Irvine, a young Oxford oarsman, vanished into the clouds near the summit. Were they the first? Their fate and their possible triumph became Everest's greatest ghost story. The door from the north slammed shut, but a new one opened in the south. Nepal welcomed the world. Pioneers like Eric Shipton and a young beekeeper named Edmund Hillary reconnoitered the treacherous Khumbu icefall. In 1952, a Swiss team with Tenzing Norgay came agonizingly close. The stage was set. In 1953, the British expedition, meticulously organized by John Hunt, launched its assault. After a tireless team effort to establish camps, 2 pairs were chosen for the summit. The first pair turned back, exhausted, just 300 feet short. On May 29, 1953, the second pair moved up. At 11:30 a.m., New Zealander Edmund Hillary and Nepali Sherpa Tenzing Norgay stood together on the summit of the world. News reached London on the eve of the Queen's coronation. A British-funded expedition had won the last great earthly prize for the empire. But as Hillary himself said, it was a partnership, a unit. The impossible was now possible. The floodgates opened. New nations, new routes, new frontiers of human endurance. The walls themselves fell. The southwest face, the Kangshung face, the complete west ridge, each a puzzle of ice and rock solved by courage and technique. But this era had a dark twin, the rising toll. The mountain claimed the brilliant, like Mick Burke and Peter Boardman, reminding all that Everest grants success, not safety. By the 1990s, a revolution was underway. Commercial expeditions made the summit a goal for dedicated amateurs. Fixed ropes, ladders over crevasses, and detailed weather forecasts increased access. The legacy of pioneers like the Chinese who installed the ladders on the North Ridge's second step in 1975 now guided hundreds. This democratization brought criticism, traffic jams at 28,000 feet, environmental impact, and questions of preparedness. Yet parallel to this, the elite of alpinism continued to push the extremes, speed records, ski descents, and ever more audacious solo climbs. Everest became 2 mountains, one of managed logistics and one of pure, unadulterated challenge. From Mallory's tweed to today's high-tech gear, the dream remains the same. Everest is a mirror. It reflects our ambition, our teamwork, our folly, and our relentless drive to explore. It's a story written by surveyors, sahibs, Sherpas, housewives, and visionaries. It's a story of a Tibetan peak, a Nepalese goddess, and a global obsession. The timeline continues. The mountain endures. The call of the summit, for better or worse, remains. What began as a blank spot on a map is now a chronicle of who we are at our very best and our most human.